And welcome back to another edition of Tailgate Talk here at sunjournal.com. SJ Varsity, our new high school all-inclusive website. Here's Randy Whitehouse, here's Kalle Oaks.
Where's the ketchup?
And I'm Justin Pelletier, and we're here to break down week 3 of Class C football here at sunjournal.com. First one on the docket here, Livermore Falls travels to Maranacook this week in a Class C battle. Randy, what are we seeing coming out of this one?
Well, you know, earlier in the season, this game looked like a pretty good matchup, but it seems more of a mismatch with the way Maranacook's come out of the gate. They're not really playing their best football right now. Livermore Falls seems to be playing very well out of the chute. Their balance offensively, especially in the backfield, is pretty impressive. Maranacook has a 1,000-yard rusher back from last year, Mr. Emery, I believe, but they really haven't been able to get him on track very much. So, you know, it's a big game for Maranacook, certainly, if they want to establish themselves as a serious playoff team.
It kind of reminds me of last year, this game, that even though Maranacook didn't win, they played Livermore Falls. They played them real close for 3.5 quarters, and it kind of built the foundation for the rest of their season and got them to the playoffs, gave them some confidence. I think that's what Maranacook's got to look for here, being 0-2 going in.
Gonna feel bad for Old Orchard Beach after Dirigo loses in fine fashion, of course, to Winthrop last week. Old Orchard Beach might be bearing the brunt of that this time around, I think.
Oh, I would say certainly Dirigo looks to be the heavy favorite in this game. OOB painfully young. Dirigo's young, but obviously still a lot of talent on board, and gained some confidence in the first half last week, even though eventually the yards and all the points and everything else favored Winthrop in a big way. Dirigo certainly, I think, feels by the end of the year they'll be able to compete with everyone in Class C West.
They gained some confidence, I think, because their defense was able to make some plays. Offensively, they still struggled. And the biggest thing they need to do is to get Spencer Ross in the open field, which they haven't been able to do in the first 2 games so far, with the exception of a punt return last week for a touchdown. If they can get him to start making some big plays, it'll be a big confidence boost.
Couple of quick hits here, guys, because I know these games aren't going to be the marquee matchups of the week. Sacabee Valley at Winthrop, Booth Bay at Lisbon. Sacabee Valley at Winthrop has mismatch written all over it.
Winthrop, I was very impressed seeing them against Dirigo last week. They're big up front. They've got a couple of running backs in Pamfrey and Conan. I've never seen in a long time 2 running backs get deep into the 20s in carries. And Travis Luce has thrown like 6 touchdown passes so far this season. And Joel Stoughton says he still has a lot of room to grow, so they'll grow up a lot this week. They'll be putting up some numbers.
I think if Sacabee could have chosen before the season which game to forfeit, it probably.
And Booth Bay at Lisbon, real quick here, guys. Lisbon has proven once again that Lisbon football and the coaching of Dick Moynihan is kind of what carries this team. They're not big again, but boy, are they showing some good talent.
They're the class of the South Division, certainly in the Campbell Conference. They've got Yarmouth a couple of weeks from now, which is going to be the showdown basically. Absolutely. For probably 2nd or 3rd seed in the playoffs and top building in that division. But Booth Bay is a couple of years away. Lisbon should win this one.
Got back-to-back shutouts so far for the Greyhounds, and you got a good chance of making it 3. Booth Bay's only scored 6 points so far this year, so wouldn't be surprised to see them extend that to 12 straight quarters without a point.
And our last one here in Class C, our marquee matchup. I'll start over here with you, Randy. Oak Hill at Jay. Big one at this point, because this could mean a playoff spot somewhere down the road.
Yeah, and really big for the Raiders more than anything. I mean, a chance for the Tigers to pick up some Crabtree points as well. But the Raiders bounced back pretty well last week against Yarmouth. Played well for the most part. Were able to move the ball, which they weren't able to do in their opener against Lisbon. They hope to carry some of that momentum over into this game. Jay finally got on the field last week and showed some pretty good balance. Jordan Kuchar and Bill Calden, kind of a 2-headed monster there in the backfield carrying the football. So a couple of tough running games, and it'll be which defense can get off the field the earliest and the most frequently. They'll win this one.
See, I think this is every bit as big a game for the Tigers as it is for the Raiders. These are the games that Jay's had trouble with the last couple of years. A lot of close losses. It's cost them at the end of the season. This is a high-quality opponent that they probably are going to need to beat to get into the 18 playoffs in Western C. So big game at home for the Tigers. Home opener, actually.
Thanks a lot, guys. Thank you all for joining us here at Tailgate Talk on sunjournal.com. Randy Whitehouse, Kalle Oaks, Justin Pelletier. I'm going to get a piece of pizza.